Hello everyone, it's me BB. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making grilled fish and homemade mayo. I am so in love with this fish griller. That's why I'm making another fish dish today just like I did last week. And this is how I make it. Here we have 7 sea bream fish and the color of today's fish is gray. Last week's ones were like pink and we have 7 of them. You're going to slice them. The reason you're slicing it is because you want the fish to cook faster when it's grilling, and also when it's time to eat it, it's going to be easier to eat. And you can also use the smaller fish. When the fish is smaller, it's going to be easier to cook with and to work with. Our fish needs a good marinade to go with it. And here we have some bell pepper, some jumbo cube. We have some garlic, red pepper flakes. We're gonna need lots of Dijon mustard, and we're gonna have some salt and pepper. Last but not least, we're going to need some oil. And both the oil and the mustard, Dijon mustard, they're going to be added at the very end. The marinade needs to go all over the fish. Every part of the fish needs to have some marinade, everywhere except the head. And like I said before, you can leave it in the fridge or let it sit aside for at least a good 1 hour before you start grilling it. This next part is very important. This is some non-stick cooking spray, and you want to spray it all over the grill to keep the fish from sticking. And you can place the fish, and this grill is going to take 3 fishes at a time because the fish are a little too big. And this was the marinade that was left over from the fish earlier. And we add some jumbo cubes, some lime juice. And because we want the fish to have extra flavors, so it will be super good at the end. That's why we're adding this marinade. And this is some oil. And last but not least, we're going to add some Dijon mustard. And this is the last thing you want to do, some more non-stick cooking spray to make sure the fish is not going to stick at all. And you can start adding the marinade all over the fish. And something important too, the coals, you don't want to put a lot of coals in them because the fish cooks so fast. That's why you don't have to put a lot of coals, and the coals cannot be too hot either. And cook the fish until it's like ready. When it's ready, you can just take a knife. It kind of gets sticky a little bit, but with the help of the knife, you can easily remove the fish from the grill. I feel like everybody should have this griller because it's like it do miracles. Like once you grill with it and it turns out so good, you're not gonna stop using it. It's like a miracle. Now we're going to start doing the mayonnaise. We're going to need 2 egg yolks, and you're going to need some oil. The amount of oil you're going to use is going to depend of how much mayo you want to make. The more oil you use, the more mayo you're going to have. And you want to start with 1 spoonful at a time and mix well before you add the next spoonful. If you add like 2 more spoonfuls at a time, the mayo is going to break, and I bet you're going to start over. So you want to do a little bit at a time, whisk till everything is well incorporated, then come back. Once the mayo turns out to be very firm, you can come and then take the spoon away and do like big splashes at a time. And this is the fastest thing to make. It took about less than 5 minutes to make this mayo. And the mayo is going to be super good when you use it with fish or chicken. They have like a very good combination. And we're going to season the mayo. We have some black pepper, lots of parsley, lime juice, Dijon mustard, some garlic, and we have some jumbo. And if you don't have a grater, you can use a manual food processor. I did not want to use mine because only of these 2 garlics. That's why I grate them with this grater. Next, we're going to make a sauce, or I like to call it like a salsa. We have some onion, tomato, and some green bell pepper. And this sauce, we're not going to cook it. That's why I call it a salsa. And we have some Dijon mustard, jumbo cubes, red chili flakes, salt, and lots of parsley and some garlic. And the reason I'm wearing a glove is we're not going to cook the sauce. And when you touch it with your raw hand, it's going to spoil faster. And you don't have to use your hand like me. You can even use like a spatula too. And the next ingredient that's going to be inside the salsa is some lots of lime juice. The lime juice is going to break and give lots of acid into the salsa, and it's going to make the onion not too strong too. And last but not least is some black pepper. The next side dish we're going to make is some fried plantain. You don't have to, it's optional. I think it's going to bring a nice sweetness into the dish. So after you peel them off, you can start frying them with some vegetable oil. It don't take as long at all for them to be golden brown, probably like 5 minutes or less. This grilled fish dish is probably one of the best thing you can create and eat if you want a diet or something, until you add the mayo and the fried plantain, then it's not going to be as healthy. And I added some lettuce, tomato, and cucumber, and I also added some lime wedges. And I'm going to use those two tomatoes as like a cup holder for the mayo. This is what it looks like. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you back here for another new video. Bye.